Hello everybody, it is Gamer Nerd here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. This episode, it's a little bit shorter than all the rest of the episodes just because I was crunched for time, and this park is starting to really take some tolls on my computer. As you can see, I actually went down on the quality, so I think it's recorded at 720p instead of 1080p or 1440. I don't remember what I used to record at. It's also recorded in 30 frames, but it shouldn't matter because this is all sped up. I'd like to record it maybe at 10 frames, but there's no option for that for me that I haven't found yet. But the only time that things are in actual speed, and I recorded this at 30 frames, and you probably can see that, is at the end, where I show some pretty cool stuff that we worked on in this episode, which I didn't know actually was in the game, and I'm very pleased. I just found that it was in the game, and I'm really excited because it looks really cool. I spent probably majority on the episode. Actually, I spent probably 10 minutes on that, and it turned out really good, and I'm really happy about it. It looks really cool. But at the beginning of this episode here, we just started doing just kind of making this look like the food stand over here, so the drinks kind of have their own building theme. This one I went more with a castle theme. I'm definitely gonna change it because I didn't really add much to the roof. I tried some new stuff with it. I don't think it went as well. But before we get farther into the episode and a bunch of you guys leave, and you really shouldn't leave because the episode gets really cool at the end, I might put the cinematics, I mean the end stuff, I'll have that as a thumbnail, so you probably already know what's going to happen, and I think it looks pretty cool when it's actually like played out because I actually put a really cool effect on it, so it looks really cool. But yeah, so you should stick around for that because it looks pretty cool. But the main thing is you guys, if you did watch my Ostriv video, I did say that I moved the series of Ostriv over to Twitch. So yeah, I only do stuff on Twitch now. I've been thinking about just recording the episode on Twitch and then slowing it down. I mean, speeding it up, kind of like what I do with these videos, and I just replay the stream, but it's all sped up, and I can play some music or talk about it. But I've mostly just been doing just music streams, so I don't actually talk during the stream. I just play music, and I think it turns out, alright. I'd like to do more talking, just I haven't gotten around to being able to do that in the stream. I can't talk for 3 hours at once. But as you can see, so yeah, this is kind of what I went for the castle thing here. I went with the overhang because I thought that would be kind of cool. It would it would be different from the other building, which doesn't have that, and I added this kind of castle towerish thing. I don't really think it fits. I might change it, but I added a lot of lighting over it, so I kind of kept it instead of changing it. The red kind of looks cool, and later on I added I turned it into kind of like a little water fountain. So if I don't use it on the building, I'm definitely going to use it for like a water fountain or something like that, because that worked really well. But I mean, it's going to be different from the brick building, which has the HVAC systems and kind of the sloped style of the roof on the top here. But before you leave, we're not going to work on this the entire episode. We actually go over to the go-kart track that we didn't finish last episode, which we still didn't finish because, well, I kind of run out of ideas for that thing really fast. But I kind of like the way that this turned out here, especially I like it better at night. But yeah, the walls are kind of weird on this side because, like, I don't know, whenever I place these buildings down, they really did not want to be placed down at all, so they look pretty weird. But this is where I add the little water fountain here. I was going to add smoke. I thought that would be cool, but I just went with the water. And then I added like a little border here. You'll see in a second. Where I kind of made it look like there was like the water wouldn't just fall off the roof and go into a gutter system or whatever. You can see I'm adding these short walls here. And I kind of just made like a little cage around the thing. I don't like the way it turned out. It's sloped slightly, so it doesn't look that good. But I mean, it works for now. As long as you guys don't look at it too much, I think it'll be fine. So yeah, I just had to adjust some stuff. And I mean, it kind of looks like there's a pond there. I can't actually put water in there, so I can't make it look that realistic. But I mean, it serves the point because people look down on the ground, they'll be like, "Where's that water going?" And then maybe you can see the half wall, and you can assume, oh, the water's gonna be stored in there. So it's kind of just like a look kind of thing. So yeah, we're actually gonna work on the carts here. I have so much trouble getting into this building. You have to go from this side. I added a bunch of stuff in this building today, and this is where I discovered the fireworks. So I added a clock first off. I don't know if I'll keep it. I kind of felt like the style of the metal and that kind of fit with it. And then I put some of these they look like pigs. I don't know what they really are, but they're sleeping and they're kind of creepy, so I added them in, and I added this trapdoor. Cause why not? And then I was gonna add the dragon, that didn't work. But then I found this really cool barrel idea where they explode, and I decided to work with that a little bit, so I added some effects into it. That's just me goofing around with some of those, because I don't really know what any of these are. I should really download some stuff off, like some spooky stuff off the workshop. This is also me attempting to spell, actually never mind, I'm not gonna say it because it doesn't matter. Anyways, so yeah, I added these barrels here, and I like how they kind of have that poof of that smoke a little bit too. And as you can see, I threw one in the corner, and I wanted that one to be special, so you can see I added something to it in a little bit here, and they're all timed differently. It's hard to tell in this one that it all looks like they fire at the same time, but it actually, one fires than the other, and then the corner one fires a little bit later to kind of catch you off guard a little bit. It's more for the person behind them, but I actually go ahead and I'm going to add some smoke here. I added the explosion first, and I kind of pointed it in towards the track. I probably should have added that. Thinking about it just now, that would have been pretty cool. So I'm just adding a bunch of smokes here. They're all timed really weird. For some reason, they just go off randomly, even though they're, you know, I had so much trouble trying to add them into this thing. It's ridiculous how much trouble I had with adding these stupid things in. So that some of them go off randomly when the thing isn't even triggered, and it's really weird. Some of the barrels were added twice. I didn't know you could add barrels twice in there. It's getting really confusing, but the fun part of the episode is about to happen here. After I finish this little barrel thing, I think this is the last thing I do over here, because I just ran out of ideas to put inside of there. But yeah, I thought I got all of them connected. They're just kind of going off. Like, see right now, they're just kind of going off. So I gave up on that idea. And I saw this really big flat area, and I'm like, oh, they actually shoot letters, and I thought that was really cool. So as you can see, I'm gonna have these go off every 5 seconds. It's not worth it. So I'm just trying to figure out positioning first off here to see how far away I should stick them from each other. I think that's the one that I settled for here. And you guys probably know what I'm writing, thanks to the thumbnail here. But you can see here, it's actually not that hard to add them. Like, I would have thought, like, I wish there was a way to measure, you know, distances and make them all so they'd all be the same distance away. But I mean, it was really easy. I kind of just picked the letter and I kind of lined it up with it and hoped that it was the right distance away. And I feel like I did a good job of it. I mean, some of the letters are a little closer than the others, but I feel like that actually kind of looks, you know, cool and natural, kind of like actual writing. And then I found these planet coaster, and I think these look really cool next to the name here. So I just added this down, and I'm gonna add all the fireworks into it. I guess I didn't put the planet coaster one on repeat. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I just forgot that one, but it looks really, really cool, and I'm very happy with it here. And then I added delays here, which, I mean, it's kind of hard to see how I was doing it with it sped up, but I think it'll turn out good, because I only have this going at 5 times speed, so that way you can see it a lot better. So I mean, it should turn out pretty cool. I enjoyed doing it. I like the way it looks in real time. But as you can see, I added that little effect there, so it kind of goes, and then I made another effect here that'll just make them go off and then come back on. I kind of like the way it looks kind of coming on and then doing the thing going across, but I kind of wanted it to pop up and then appear and then stay like up here all together, kind of like that, is kind of what I was going for. So I added the delay so it wasn't just all on and then it kind of flickered. I might use that. I mean, I could just add that as another effect as well. It's just having it go up, pop up, and then, you know, do the thing and then restart all the way over again. And I was just adding some cool camera angles. I like the way the camera angles look on this, especially that ground one. I didn't think it was going to turn out very good, but I kind of like the way it is, even though it doesn't show the full. So yeah, this is not the end cinematic, because this is still going pretty fast here. But this is just the pop, and I added, you probably know that I added a little more thanks to the thumbnail there. But I should actually go figure out how to get that, because I took a screenshot of it. I don't know where the screenshot is for the thumbnail, but yeah. I think it turned out really cool. I really like the way it looks. I think you can change the color of it too, so I might change it to blue in the future, kind of with that yellowish tint. But I think right now, if I look there, yeah, it's like a yellow and a brown, I think is where it is right now. So to get the YouTube to work, it is actually kind of a little weird, and it kind of defies the logic of physics. So yeah, I have them all put in now. I'm making some blueprints as well, because I guarantee I'm going to use these things again in the future, because it's really cool. So I just made some blueprints of everything. I grouped them together so I could move them all together without screwing everything up. So here I am saving a Did I save a YouTube blueprint? Did I? Please tell me I did. I did not. I didn't save the YouTube as a blueprint. I should really fix that. So yeah, I'm adding the YouTube part now. Don't look from that angle because some of them aren't lined up straight. I think I had to fix the B because the B was getting too close here. So I was just testing it because I want it. So the way I had it programmed in the display sequencer is for it to pop up. Yep, so this is kind of the final design I went for. I think I moved the B a little bit farther away here. But yeah, so here are the fun cinematics that are about to come up here. So this is kind of how it turned out. I really like it. YouTube, I don't think it is that centered, but I think it turned out really good. So this is actually real time. This isn't slow-mo. It kind of looks like slow-mo. It's 30 frames a second, so it probably feels really slow. And here it is from the ground angle. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and like, and check me out on Twitch. I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.